Welcome to Kaleidoscope of the Arts. You're listening to WKDW 97.5 FM, Real Community Radio, and we're coming out of Northport, Florida. Yes, in sunny Florida. And I am one of your hosts, Marie LaBrosse, with my co-host.
I'm Dee Dee Gozion.
Yay!
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Dee Dee. It is wonderful to see you. When we're getting ready here with so much going on in the world, it seems kind of lighter to be talking about different things that are happening in the arts. But the arts has actually brought the world together in a lot of different ways with the things that are going on over in Ukraine. Things are happening around, and people have been able to express themselves through the arts with the Ukrainian things happening, but even healing through arts. And we'll have Michele on in a little while too, and she can talk about the healing of art through the art of war that Phillip, her husband, has put together. Now, as we're going through everything, I'd like to take a couple of minutes before we bring on our first guest, and let's talk about the Northport High School event that you had, where the high school students were there and they received awards and scholarships. Can you talk about that?
Yes, every year we host the high school seniors and juniors, the high school's art department and the visual art department. And every year, except for during the COVID time, we didn't, unfortunately. But it's better and better show. It's pretty amazing. And this year, we were able to give a $500 scholarship. Though I would have to bring Claire on to tell you the details of all the students that won awards. So I can get better if you give me a second, okay?
Well, we can capture, we can have that done, towards the end of the program. Okay. We'll talk about that. Because I know Michele was there too, and we can actually, talk about it, how all that comes together, and that they put together a calendar too from the artwork, correct? Yeah. Okay.
To raise money
for the scholarship. And how many scholarships are given?
Well, we give one $500 scholarship. Though this year there were other scholarships given through other venues. And
I understand it used to be held at the high school, but because of it being art and that, and to be more of a gathering and showing off the Northport Art Center too, but also embracing the arts within the community, because the Northport High School art program is part of the community, and just to be able to showcase it to the world out there. Now, Dee Dee, is there anything else we want to talk about with the Art Center before I go into something else?
Well, we do have a reception coming up, but I would like to talk about that whenever Michele gets on, okay?
Okay, to be continued. Just hang in there, everybody. And thank you, people that are watching, because we do have people that actually watch us virtually, and we appreciate that, and we don't take any of you for granted. So thank you so much for tuning in to us, because I don't know if I tune into me sometimes. I would like to talk about something that we do have coming up, because I'm sure people are getting tired of already hearing about the Giving Challenge. But the Giving Challenge comes around every 2 years. This year there's about 550 nonprofits that are coming together that have been vetted by the Community Foundation of Sarasota, and there's other other organizations and foundations that support it, including the Patterson Foundation, that during this 24 hours, and save the date, put the date up there, go and get this done. April 26th from noon till noon on April 27th, the Patterson Foundation will match up to $100 per unique donor for any of the nonprofits that you donate to through a special link on the givingchallenge.org, and it doesn't go live till noon. However, they vetted all the nonprofits that are participating in it. What does that mean? Vetting means that they actually have looked at the financials, that they're actually up on the website. You can look at how viable and how many people that they have as volunteers and all the different things that you want to know about a nonprofit that you're giving money to. And this is one of the only times that nonprofits are able to raise money that are not exclusive for just something. When you go for grants, just for the audience to know, when you go for grants, they have to be specific for programs, and you have to only spend that money that you get for the grant right on that program. So a lot of people don't understand that if they don't do anything in the nonprofit world, and I just wanted to explain that to the audience. Now, the Northport Arts Center will be joining us with a radio station, and it's Community Broadband Radio Association.com is the name of our nonprofit. And the reason that we're called that is we started out as a Broadband Radio Association. That's our 501c3. Well, WKDW 97.5, Common Grounds Meeting Hall, and IrishWorldRadio.com are all programs of the nonprofit. So when you see us and when you see that name, that's actually us as a nonprofit. Now, on April 26th, that Tuesday, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., we're going to have a pop-up station at the radio station Common Grounds. Bishop West Real Estate is the business sponsor of this too. Plus, we're having 9 nonprofits participating at this pop-up. What does that mean? Donors or people that just are interested in the nonprofit can come and visit them in person at the Springs Plaza, 12735, 12737, 12739, Tamiami Trail in the yellow building. It looks like a Dollar General store color, and that's where we'll be. And you'll be able to meet Dee Dee, myself, other nonprofit people we have. In fact, I better do a shout out to who is participating with us, because just to let everybody know who will be there. And I wanted to explain to people that the 9 nonprofits that are participating service the Northport community. The Environmental Conservancy of Northport, they actually do conservation. Seal of Freedom, human trafficking, that is what there is, to help the people that are coming out of human trafficking and how to get them back into society. Us, the radio station, the Northport Arts Center, Samaritan Counseling Services of the Gulf Coast, the Backpack Angels, Northport Meals on Wheels, and the Northport Corral, along with the Literacy Volunteers of South Sarasota County, and the Northport High School Band Parent Organization. Now, all of these nonprofits have been vetted by the Giving Community Foundation of Sarasota. And not only that, wait, there's more. At 7 p.m., and all of this is going to be streamed too, live, just like we're doing here. Plus, it'll be on the radio too. And we have, like this show has 17,000 listeners worldwide, believe it or not. We have other countries, 100 and some countries listen to us. So, and I think the reason is a lot of countries don't get some of the information. I don't know who listens to us, but those are the people that listen to us. But that evening from 7 to 9:30, we'll have music inside of Common Grounds. And we have 6 different musicians that'll be performing to help promote this. Plus, we'll have at least 1 food truck, if not more. So spend the evening, come and join us. Whatever you want to do, come in person then, and we'll be talking more about if you give $25 to $100, that money will be matched. So for the different nonprofits that are vetted, and like I said, those 9 nonprofits are vetted nonprofits that support the Northport community. And I suggest you come out and meet them if you want to get involved. They're always looking for volunteers too. So enough of us chatting. And Dee Dee, I'm going to unmute you because I was getting some feedback. That's why I muted you with that. So, Dee Dee, let's talk a little bit about, before we bring on Lynn. Oh, wow, we're already 10 minutes and my mouth is going like, going too much. Anyhow, do you have anything that you want to say about what's happening for the Giving Challenge for you guys?
Oh, we're very excited. We're putting our butts together. We're going to be having a board meeting in next week about it. And we also encourage everybody to go onto the Giving Partner right now and prior and look up our organizations. It lists all the things that, all the programs that we do and all the partnerships within our community. So you can see what kind of work we all are doing as nonprofits to help elevate our community and help out at wherever we can.
Yeah, and one of the things, just for everybody else to know, there's pop-ups going around in the area, and on the Giving Challenge, they'll have that information up there within the next week. The Military Heritage Museum is going to be one of the people popping in during the day from 12 to 5 o'clock. We're going to be popping in, having them pop into the radio station stream that we have going on. And the Englewood Chamber is a business sponsor over for the Englewood pop-up, and we have Joanne Kaminsky doing interviews on site over there during that period of time. So you get to know those nonprofits over on the Englewood side and then down in the Punta Gorda area. So truthfully, watch out for that. It's pretty exciting, and there'll be different locations that you couldn't go to. Enough about that. Let's bring up our guest, who's coming out of Clearwater, Florida today. Yeah, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn.
Hi, how are you?
So, Lynn, you're up in Clearwater right now.
I'm actually in the city of Seminole, Florida. This is my brother's home, and I lost him last June, and I'm still working on his estate. So I come up here periodically to take care of his home, and it's a little getaway for me.
Yeah, yes, and you have your little puppy outside right now because he was.
Yes, I inherited my brother's dog as well when he passed, and now I have a 9-month-old black lab who is absolutely crazy. But she's great.
Yeah, that's. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about what's going on, and just for let's introduce Lynn to the audience too. Let me see if I have that coming. That must be coming from me. I hear a noise. Do you guys hear that? No. Okay, so it's not coming through the stream. Anyhow, Lynn Cleary, what is your title?
Well, let's see. I am the conductor for the Northport Concert Band. I am also the president of the concert band and president of the Northport Performing Arts Association. And it's pretty much a full-time job. I'm loving what I'm doing. We're on the road to doing some really, really phenomenal, fascinating things, and it's one day at a time, but we do it well. And I'm excited because we have one more concert left, and it's going to be one of the best ever.
Well, let's talk about that. Now, when is the date for that concert?
It is on Sunday, April 24th at 3 p.m. And
yep.
It's called, the title of it is Somewhere in Time. And everybody's going to say, well, what kind of music are you going to play? I tried to figure out what would be a really nice thing to do to close out our season. So we are going back in time, and we're doing musicals. So we're going to be doing The Music Man. I'm not giving them all to you. You have to come to it.
Okay.
We're doing My Fair Lady. But probably the most exciting is we have 2 singers, a soprano, her name is Doreen Kirk, and we have a tenor, Mr. David Downer, who will be joining us. and they are going to join us in Les Miserables. And then we are also going to close out our season with Phantom of the Opera, and they will be reenacting the Christine and the Phantom. And I have to tell you, it is absolutely a phenomenal arrangement with them involved. They sing throughout the whole song. I get goosebumps talking about it. I can't wait. I really can't.
I got goosebumps because I've seen Phantom numerous times on Broadway, and in fact, my girlfriend was telling me, because she's been being a dresser and helping with the dressing of different things, My Fair Lady, but they had the main Broadway men singers down in Naples, and she said it was the best thing that she loved, because the guy that's been playing Phantom on Broadway for 20 some years or whatever, she said quite a while, she said it was my favorite part. So that's exciting. That is exciting, Lynn. Yes. Now, Lynn, are you finding that more people are coming to your concerts and getting more excited?
Absolutely. Well, our last concert we had Iman Bisha, and we also had Isaac James at the Museum, and we nearly sold that concert out. I think our detriment to that was the box office was closed the week before our concert, so the only way people could buy would be online. And we had about 100 seats left, but that's okay. It was a packed house, and Iman and Isaac just rocked the auditorium.
Yeah, yes, and they were part of our Kaleidoscope of the Arts event, and so was Lynn and the Northport Concert Band. So we appreciate that, and we appreciate the community coming out and supporting things. And your tickets are how much?
They are $15 plus the fees, so I think it comes to about $17 total. Somebody said something to me the other day about ticket prices, and they said, I can get 2 tickets for your concert cheaper than if I went to somewhere in Tampa or Sarasota. I won't name names, but it's, we consider those prices to be quite reasonable, and I'm telling you what, you will get your money's worth. There's no question.
Let me tell you, I don't even know where you can get a price like that for the entertainment and the enjoyment. It's insane. And where do you perform, Lynn?
We perform at the Northport Performing Arts Center, which is tied to the Northport High School at 6400 Price Boulevard. The box office is open from Monday through Friday, 10 to 1. You can actually buy your tickets online and print them at home or put them at Wilke. You do that at the www.nppaa.org, and then you can buy your tickets right online. And, I'm going to plug the other groups because we also have a concert with the Chorale coming up. I believe it's April 30th. That will conclude their season. So I want to make sure that, I give them their kudos where they belong. And then the Symphony just finished their season on the 27th. So we have been rocking and rolling, and we're closing out this season, and we're already planning for next year.
And if you want to buy tickets for next year, and I think you can hold that theater can hold 1,000.
It's about 950, yes. And
950.
Tickets for next season are already up there for every ensemble. You can buy them now, and you can put them at Wilke, and we print them out and hold them till the concert or whenever you come in and pick them up. Or you can print them out yourself.
And this would be a good gift for Christmas or a birthday coming up. Give people an experience. A lot of us have too much stuff. And to me, giving them an experience, they don't have to purge it out of their house. And if they can't make it, they can gift it to someone. So that's the beauty of having tickets to going to performances. And the concert band is amazing. I've been luckily enough that some people kind of video Sometimes, because of me going through some health issues, I haven't been out in public. And one of the things that I really enjoy is performances, live performances, Lynn. And tell me if I was a person, who I am, but I can actually play an instrument, and I was in band before, or I want to get involved. How would I do that?
Well, we have a website. They can go on our Facebook and message me or message the website. Oop, did you lose me?
No.
And then, my email is up on the website too. It's my email. You can email me direct and give me information. It was funny you say that because I want to say it was our December concert. A gentleman in the audience made reference that he loved being there, but he said, I would really love to be on stage. He is now a member of our band. So it's really, really nice. I had another gentleman that said something to me at the last concert. He hadn't played his trumpet in 25 years. And I said, you know what? It's like riding a bike. You just got to get your lip back in shape and it'll all come back to you. So, we are open to getting some new members. The more the merrier, I look at it that way.
And there's so many people that are retiring down here, a lot of people that are moving down here, that when you're older and retired, you have more flexible time. So we find, and I know, Dee Dee, you find this at the art center, that's where a lot of people start taking up art again. They may have had the passion, but they didn't have the time. They were raising their families. They were working and doing their jobs. But now is the time at our golden years, and let me tell you, those aren't what they're cracked up to be.
Well, I will say one thing, that we rehearse on Thursday evenings from 6:30 to 9 o'clock. And then, of course, our concerts are Sunday afternoon at 3. And, if you're interested in playing, but I would certainly love to have you come out, you will not be disappointed in our concerts. I guarantee it, 100% guarantee that you will like our performances. No, you will love them.
Lynn, I want to talk about something that just dawned on me. Do you need backstage people? Because a lot of times when there's performances going on, sometimes you need a backstage crew. Do you use anything like that?
We have a stage manager that we have every concert, and he is phenomenal. And basically, the only thing that we would have someone do like that, because we don't rearrange, once the band is seated, they stay put. The only thing that really changes is who's performing, if there's a singer, and he will bring a microphone, a music stand, and then take it away as soon as they're done. So that kind of thing. I will tell you what we definitely are going to do, and we need ushers. So we're first of all, before we go and say we want ushers, we want to establish a coordinator for it. It's a volunteer position, but we are in desperate need of getting people to help with ushering the concerts. I mean, it's silly to say this, but if you usher, it's an easy way to come to a concert for free.
Right, exactly.
Once they're all seated, you have that luxury of coming and listening. But obviously, before and intermission, we would ask you to do certain tasks. Nothing extraneous in that regard, but we would love to see people volunteer, and you could send that to me either through Facebook, message me, or my email.
And then
we will be getting a coordinator for that, so they can organize what needs to be done. We are using our high school kids, which it's really thrilling. It's to see these kids. ROTC. I'm trying to think. It's I can't remember the acronym that they have. It's the music students at the high school, and the National Honor Society. They're just fun kids.
And that's one way to learn how to give back too. For the kids at the school, they have to have so many volunteer hours to graduate from high school. And when they're doing things like that, they're able to actually have that happen where they get volunteer hours for the graduation. Now, Lynn, before we bring on our next guest, I want to talk a little bit more about what we can expect for next season.
Oh, you want me to reveal everything we're got going? But I will tell you. Let me give you just a little high, and I'm not going to go through every concert because obviously in November we tried to do something that ties to Veterans Day, which we will play. I mean, we will pay tribute to those that were sacrificed their lives and served our country. But just moving on, of course, we have a holiday one that we try to do an eclectic type concert. But we have one that's coming in the season next year that we're going to celebrate musical stars within our own band. So we're going to highlight our own musicians. So we will either have solos, duets, ensembles, combos, and we will be able to put our own musicians in the front line. So we're going to do that. Another concert, we're going to pay tribute to the new movies with the music that is used in movies. And you'd be surprised how many classical pieces are in some of the movies.
I once in a while, if I need a fill-in show, because I have another show that goes on and stuff, I do that, and I have like the theme from Star Wars, and I have all these different ones that, John Williams, he's very famous for being a conductor on those. For our audience that's not viewing this, for our listening audience, you can go to Northport Performing Arts Association website, and it's mppaa.org, and you can actually look and see how to buy tickets and where all that is. The box office phone number is 941-426-8479 or 866-406-7722, and you can buy individual tickets purchases from April 11th to May 2022. Tickets can be purchased, first-time ticket holders for the current season. For next year is 22-23, and you can call those numbers. They just started going on sale, and now first-time season ticket holders like us, like if I was to become a season ticket holder, you can buy your tickets now for next year. Now, when's your first concert next year?
November 6th is the first concert for the concert band.
And I'm looking at your price, $76.50. You get a discount,
yes,
plus ticketing fees that you get if you buy right now.
If you buy all 6 concert tickets, we give you a 15% off discount. And then, of course, they still include the fees. We never get away from fees. That's not our fees, but that's the ticket agency. But we also have a snowbird special this year. January, February, and March. Those that come down only for the winter months, if they would like to buy just those three concerts, we will also give them a 10% discount.
Yeah, and that's $40.50 plus the ticketing fees, and then each ticket is $15. Truthfully, $76.50 for 6 concerts plus the fees. Where are you going to go and find something that inexpensive? And you can go to the box office. It's Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Northport Performing Arts Association, 6400 West Price Boulevard, right in Northport, and that's right off of Price at the high school. Right. So, Lynn, it's so great to have had you on, and I'm so glad that you've been able to join us today.
Thank you. And you know what? I hope I see everybody that's listening at our concert on April 24th, 3 o'clock. I'm excited, and thank you, Marie and Dee Dee, for having me on. And I hope we're going to do another gala next year because I have people in the band that want to be a part of it.
Oh, yay! And we're going to I figured out how to do this stuff for next year, so it's not quite so lengthy, and to make sure that everybody, now that everybody knows how my brain works, and how I can.
Everybody does? Okay, I think I missed that class.
Okay, yeah. But I know how all of you guys. but we'll be able to, and we're waiting to see if Wellen Park actually has a facility large enough for us to hold it up in there, because we want to try to keep it in Northport. Yeah, otherwise we're going to, and that's why we haven't announced a date or anything for next year. So thank you for saying that, Lynn, here,
Absolutely. We had a great time. You know what? I loved every minute of it. It was great.
Okay, thank you so much for attending, and we're here with our next guest, and we're with our Michele Moore, who is our reporter on the spot. She's our traveling reporter that is able to go in and video stuff. And Lynn, in case you ever want to have a reporter on the spot for your concerts, we do have Michele Moore that will actually come out there, and we can get some snippets of everything.
So mark that on your calendar, Michele. April 24th.
Okay.
Okay.
April 24th, 3 o'clock.
Oh, boy. Send me an email. I have a new fancy one now. Michele.Moore@northportartcenter.org.
You got it. You got it.
So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time, Lynn. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you, Lynn. Well, how you doing, ladies? You guys look fantastic. I am live. I gotta tell you, they let me in the Harbor Cove. It is over. I'm gonna tell you right now. I am on location here at the home of renowned national watercolorist Kathleen Wilkie. She's a graduate from the University of Wisconsin. She has a major in art and minor in education, and it, really comes in handy because she has a great class at the Northport Art Center. She's a signature member of the Florida Sun Coast Watercolor Society, the Professional Association of Visual Arts, the Northport Art Center, and now here at the Venice Art Center as well. I'd like to introduce you to the fabulous, she's wonderful, Kathleen Wilkins.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi, Kathleen.
Thank you for the grandiose introduction.
You are more than welcome. Well deserved here.
So, are you a Green Bay Packer? Are you a cheesehead?
Oh, well, I wasn't a cat. Not too much cheese.
No cheese, no more. I've actually asked her to bring me back some cheese when she comes back home.
I will do that.
Take it away, yes.
Okay.
So we are here today, actually, picking up some wonderful artwork that's going to be going in Wellen Park Barrel and Bean. So as you all know, we are the curators of the wonderful art for the Artist in Residence program. And I actually was coming in for a visit to take a look at her beautiful art, and then you guys were going to be on the show, so we made it a show.
Yeah. Nice. Nice to have
Okay.
you.
Yes.
I also teach something. I have a wonderful every Wednesday, and we have fun
Are you having
Can you
trouble,
hear
Dee Dee? We're having trouble with Kathleen. You're coming in fine. Yeah, go ahead, Kathleen.
Okay, I will try to talk louder.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I just wanted to say that I have an art class at the Art Center at the Northport Art Center on Wednesday mornings, and we have a great group of students. They're very friendly, and we have a good time. And that's my motto. Fun and have fun.
And what class do you teach, Kathleen? What is it called?
I teach watercolor. It's all watercolor. I will teach all levels. It's advanced and intermediate, and I have a few people that are just learning, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
No, why did you pick watercolor out of all the different mediums? Why is that it must have drawn you somehow.
Well, I love the fluidity of watercolor, how you can blend the colors, and you really can't always say how it's going to turn out. You gotta take what watercolor gives you.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I I love using a lot of color and shadow and highlights and uh, I explore
Okay,
how
yeah.
colors and value work together and how to control the moisture so you can blend colors. It's just a very exciting medium.
How long have you been teaching at the art center?
2 years.
2 years you've been teaching there. Now, Michele, are you going to take us on tour? Because you ladies are going to, you're going to be choosing what's going into the Welcome Center at Wellen Park, correct?
Yes, and at this point I'm like, pull it on, let's see what fits. I'm gonna turn the beat around. I'm saying, because I can't choose. Lord, hold on. I'll turn the camera around, and I did clean the lens, Marie.
Oh,
Um,
yay.
I remembered this time. I didn't want to disappoint you. I missed you at the fashion tea.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but I understand you wore hats in my honor, so thank you so much for that.
So with my new hairdo, I can wear many hats. Get it? But doing smash.
Yeah.
That's my joke.
Oh,
right.
that's
So you have
beautiful.
beautiful. Kathleen, tell us about this beautiful painting. It is a first place winner. I'm gonna move around just because we don't have too much space here to get the glare. So tell us about this great painting.
Well, I took a photograph of this iris in my garden, and I wanted to show how translucent some of the petals were, and I also wanted to put a very brilliant background in, and it has many layers of many colors.
Oh, so how many is many? 10, 20?
Actually, 5 to 10.
Okay.
To get just nice.
And it
And this
so I am not a watercolorist. I was unaware of that it also is a layering process. So the paper is a special paper that you use so that it doesn't buckle under the moisture.
this is watercolor paper.
Oh wow! And so, can you explain to us what the pounds mean by any chance?
It's the construction to it, the amount of fiber that they put into the paper.
Oh, very nice. So you can actually find this beautiful painting. It is available on the Northport Art Center's website at northportartcenter.org. We've constructed a beautiful artist registry page, and I am happy to say that Kathleen is our first artist in the register. So we have another beautiful painting here that is on the register as well. And these are hibiscus.
Yes.
Oh,
And
beautiful white
I
hibiscus.
call this in shadow.
We're having trouble hearing her.
Okay, I'm going to point it at her. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
So the shadows emphasize.
Yeah, I call it in the shadows. So I used a lot of pigment to make the petals recede and put the folds in the petals. Also, I have highlights on the buds that are in the background. Um,
So it's very nice. This is another painting that you can find on the register as well. And
Wow.
we'll see. I think this just might make it into the Wellen. So she does wonderful floral. We have this one called a crystal base. And then here we have another one, Midnight Blue, by Kathleen Wilkie here. And it's a beautiful, another iris. So you usually take your own photos, is that correct?
I do a number of photos and different views to get the essence of the paint.
Ooh,
Flower.
the essence. I like that word very much. Here's another beautiful, they look like hydrangeas, would that be correct? All right, so here's another one. These are sure to be at Wellen Park. I like them because of their size. We do need several sizes there. I'm going to meander along in her really beautiful Harbor Cove residence. I don't know if anyone knows about Harbor Cove. They've been here for quite some time here in Northport, and it's a beautiful, beautiful residential 55 and over area. So here we have another beautiful painting. Now I have this dance in watercolor, and this is the beautiful Sandhill Cranes that you find here in Northport.
Actually, a poet, when I had this on exhibit at the Northport Art Center, a poet wrote a poem about it. And
Oh, we will have to include that if we choose this one. Goes all right. Ah, and I always forget the name of this one right here. Can you guys see it okay? I know it might be a lot of glare. I'm going to stand in front of the window. Now, what flowers are these? The name escapes me. Oh, magnolias. That's it.
Yeah.
See, it says we're going to change it to, is escaping me right now, magnolia.
Beautiful.
And look at that. That's a beautiful turtle. It's the sea turtle.
Yeah.
And that one is on your registry page as well. We're going to go ahead here and keep it going. Oh, now she does abstract as well. And I just learned that she does abstract. And this is just amazing here. Can you tell us a little bit about
beautiful colors?
Beautiful.
Yeah, here. You hold that up. See, I'm going to have her hold it up. There you go.
And in the background here, I found different colors and let them blend on the paper. And then I had this color out, and then I just started developing it with different shades of watercolor, and it's all just in his face. And this is unique because you can also hang it this way.
Oh.
And a friend of mine said she saw a list. And
Oh, wow.
after she pointed it out, I could also see a list. It wasn't planned, it just happened.
That looks great. And I see a beach, the shore and the waves splashing and so forth. So it's a
Yeah, I see it
lovely,
too.
lovely
Yeah.
painting. It's spectacular. It's
Very
breathtaking. Oh, here's one of my favorites. Now, I've seen this guy because I photographed him, and he looks like a hungry pelican.
He took an award at Northport Art Center.
So this is an award-winning pelican
Yes.
at the Northport Art Center.
And he's a white pelican, which in Wisconsin is very rare. Now, I don't know if he's that rare in Florida or not, but he is.
I don't believe I've seen a white pelican. Have you ladies ever seen a white pelican?
I have, but I've lived here 34 years, so I've seen
Wow.
different. Yeah, I've lived here quite a while. I've even seen flamingos.
Oh, yes. White flamingos?
No,
Okay.
a pink flamingos in the wild
Oh, we
here.
got flamingos. Hey, look at them right here. I
Yeah,
got flamingos. Yeah. We got flamingos for you right here, Marie LaBrosse, just for you. That's you and Dee Dee hanging out at Siesta Key. I'm just kidding. This is called Reflections, and
Yeah.
if I do recall, this was recently in a show
Yes, it
at
was.
the Art Center.
That's,
Yeah?
That's what it was.
It's fabulous. So,
I took many pictures of the flamingos, and I just captured the reflection of the sun down in the water. So that's what I painted that.
I see that you do so many different subject matters. So you've got your wonderful birds and fruit and flowers and even abstract. What's your favorite subject matter?
I guess flowers are my favorite, and I do love to paint birds. And abstracts are kind of fun. That's like getting away from being
Oh, you guys are locked out with your sound. We're not getting any sound from you, Michele. Hello, Michele. No sound coming through. Hello, Michele. Can you talk? Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Dee Dee and I will have to talk. Dee Dee, tell us a
I
little bit
actually
about
love
that.
That's quite colorful. I love the abstract of it. Very
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're tuning in right now, you're listening to us on WKDW 97.5 FM Rural Community Radio. Michele Moore is taking us on tour right now of Kathleen Wilke's house, and we did lose their sound right now, so we're not able to actually hear them. But and I don't know if they can hear us, Dee Dee,
I guess
because
they can't, or else Michelle would have corrected it by now. Well,
yeah.
I'll just talk about Kathleen. Kathleen has been was a volunteer here at the Art Center, and she was always a watercolorist. And after COVID, we needed a watercolor teacher, and Kathleen was kind enough to start classes, and she just did it like a temporary thing, and it turned out to be a passion. She's doing a marvelous job. She always has a full class. Her students love it. So anybody that is interested, Kathleen will be teaching until the end of May. June and July, she does go up north where she's from, and then she comes back the second week of August. So,
And she's from Wisconsin, just in case anybody cares.
Goes up and visits family. And
Yeah. And a lot of us that are from up north, we do actually go back up, usually once a year, at least I do. And they're taking us, what are we looking at here, Dee Dee?
oh, it looks like a chickadee.
Oh, but
look at that crystal! Wow.
a bowl of cherries,
Wow.
crystal. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
With the colors. And I think Michele just took herself off, realizing that we were not having sound with her. Now, Dee Dee, let's talk a little bit about, before I think Michelle's going to try to come back on, but let's talk about the Giving Challenge right now with the pop-ups and the different things going on, because I kind of alluded to everybody that at the radio station, we're going to be actually live on air from 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and I'm having 2 different pop-up groups plus interviews in between with all the different nonprofits. Now, from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, in fact, Dee Dee will be doing the kickoff with me. She doesn't actually know, we haven't discussed this, but at noon. But Northport Art Center is actually partnering with the radio station, and they'll be actually coming in and out with us during the interviews. But there's 9 different interviews from the Englewood area. Those be from 2 to 5 o'clock, and Joanne Kaminsky is going to be interviewing over at the Englewood Chamber with them. And then the Military Heritage Museum has a pop-up going on from 12 to 6, and if you've never been there, I really suggest you go there, because you'll get to meet all these fabulous nonprofits, but also get to see the Military Heritage Museum. And one of the things about that is they're going to be coming in and popping in during that 12 to 6, 5 p.m. Time frame, that they're just going to come in and do a brief interview with people off and on. So our audience is going to be able to virtually see and audio listen, because we're going to be both streaming and on radio at the same time with all of these. We're dedicating those days to that, and the Giving Challenge is where there's matching money. And at the Military Heritage Museum, they have a donor that will actually match the money of not only the donors, the Patterson Foundation, so they get 4 times the amount of money. If you give $100 to the Military Heritage Museum and the Patterson matches that, then somebody else is going to give, an anonymous donor is going to give $200 to match that $200, so they get $400. So, you know, there's a lot of nonprofits out there that really depend on this money coming in. I see Michelle's back in with us. We're going to bring her back in. And hi, Michele.
I think we experienced a solar flare or an alien abduction. We're not quite sure. How long were we gone?
You were gone for a while, and we had lost audio with you during that, even while you guys were still talking. So Dee Dee and I were actually viewing the bird and some of that stuff and making it up as we went along.
Oh, okay.
We did our own story.
Well, that's fantastic. You know that, and that's okay, because that's tech. So we get back to it. There's that bird, and then here's this wonderful, again, bowl of cherries. I've got to tell you, the work here is amazing because of it. It looks like glass.
Yeah.
No lie.
Crystal.
So that is
Crystal
some
there.
talent
Yeah.
there. Crystal. Yeah.
Yeah,
So here
in
you
fact,
go.
when you look at that piece of art, it does look like the crystal that you would have sitting on your table filled with. Yeah, that's excellent.
Okay, more pelicans. Here we go. Of course, this one's not a white one. This is his cousin Pedro. This one is called Gone Fishing. Gone Fishing, and it is lovely. Now, pomegranates, and I'm hungry.
Yeah.
See, this all is so inspirational to your day. Yes.
No, Michele, if I wanted to purchase this art, if I'm an audience member looking at this, how would I go about doing that?
Well, you can call the Northport Art Center at 941-423-6460 and tell us which one you want, and then we will take your payment and either ship it to you or deliver. At this time, you can view some of her artwork, and we will get the rest updated shortly at the northportartcenter.org and the Artist of Registry, and you can see not only Kathleen's flashes, but also her artwork.
Well, I want to do, before we move on, I want to do a shout out to some of our listening audiences and watching audiences. Marissa Laura, Barbara Kovac Lockhart, Janie Moore, Lisa Swift, Karen Fristerio. So thank you, and we lost her again. So we lost Michele. Actually, she went off, and she's in the background. Oh, that's Lynn. That's Lynn. We lost Michele again. So, Dee Dee, we're coming to the end of the program anyhow. So, go ahead, Dee Dee. Yeah, go ahead, Tom. Yes.
On Thursday evening, 4 p.m. it starts. There is a reception at the Military Museum for Sergeant Phillip Moore's Art of War is now on display down at the Military Museum, and there will be a reception for him that everybody's invited to. It's a public reception. So, and we just would like an RSVP, and we're sending out invitations. But if you'd like, just please call the Art Center if you'd like to go, just so they know how much food and wine to have. So they.
What day was that again?
It's Thursday the 14th at 4 p.m.
May 14th?
No, honey. It's
April 14th?
It's coming up this week.
Oh, April 14th. I'm sorry, and I can't make
that's
it.
Michele was going to be announcing it, but since she got...
she's off again. Yeah, April 14th. And the Art of War is... Phillip was an Iraqi veteran. He was deployed over there 3 times, and he took a lot of photographs. He is colorblind and not enough. He had a dispensation. What is it? That they let him be in the service because he could actually be able to read maps and that. His colorblindness did not restrict him from different things. But his visual art is done amazingly different. He sees colors different than we do, so they're very vibrant. And Michele, we're going to have you talk a little bit because we're at the end of the show here.
I can't move around too much. We lose the network. I got to stay in one place.
Okay, well, tell us about the Art of War, too. The reception April 14th down at the Military Heritage Museum.
Art of War has moved, and this 18-piece pastel painting by Phillip Moore, Sergeant Phillip Moore, is now on exhibit at the Military Heritage Museum in Punta Gorda in the Hall of Heroes. Also on exhibit with his paintings is his interview with the Veterans History Project, which has been filed with the Library of Congress. He has a reception that will be given in his honor, so you can meet Phillip at 4 p.m. on Thursday the 14th at the Military Heritage Museum. Phillip is a color-blind veteran from Iraqi freedom. He has rendered 18 paintings from photos he took while abroad in Iraq, Mosul, and Balad during his deployment. He found the moment to take these wonderful photos and share them with us. He's also found that painting has brought him a lot of healing. So with that, he's raised $17,000 with the sales of his calendars to benefit the Veterans Art Scholarship at the Northport Art Center. So if you're a veteran or know a veteran who can use art for healing, we want to help us help others, and we want to help you too. Call us. We can discuss a curriculum for you to get started, and it is a wonderful way to express yourself and get lost in art. And we all know what the healing power of art can do for us. So we want to share this with all of you.
And Phillip suffers from PTSD. That is how one of the reasons with the healing power of art. And Michele, that was the first time that you had ever been to the Military Heritage Museum. And what an amazing place, isn't it?
Well, yes, ma'am, it is. It is an amazing place. Now I have made a couple visits, and I cannot wait for Thursday for everyone to see what a wonderful way to honor those who assure our freedom and those who fight for our freedom. So it is a great place. The exhibit will be there until the end of June. And so if you can't make it to the reception, please go out and take a look at not only his exhibit, but all the wonderful exhibits they have. They're dating back a goodness to several
Revolutionary War. They
got all the way. They got a Huey helicopter park right in front that you can get in. You can't get in, but they do have virtual, shooting ranges, and they have
reality.
Yeah, they got all kind of real great stuff to do there, and a flight simulator.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and remember to Kathy Wilkie will be at her artwork will be displayed at the Wellen Park Welcome Center. That's in the city of Northport, which is right by the Atlanta Braves Stadium, in case we put it in perspective for people. Go and see the artwork and the displays. All the artwork at the Wellen Park Welcome Center is through the process of going through the Northport Art Center. So thank you everyone for tuning in today. Thank you, Kathleen, and thank you, Michele, our reporter on site. Yeah, our traveling reporter out there. And to our audience, without you coming in and listening to us and really looking at the value of art, and in case you ever want to be on our show, you can reach out to myself at marie@kdwradio.com or to Dee Dee at mpac@mpartcenter.org. And you can always call any of us or call the radio station. They know how to get a hold of us. Thank you all for taking the privileged time out of your day, spending it with us. Dee Dee, there are a couple of things that we always ask our audience to make a choice on. To be kind or not to be kind. Dee Dee, Michele, Kathleen, what should we always choose?
Be kind.
Yes. Yeah. See you again next.
Smile.
Yeah. See you guys again next week on Kaleidoscope of the Arts. Bye-bye.